Hi everyone, welcome to 5 Quote Shakespeare, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone clips. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to visit my YouTube channel for a chapter-by-chapter analysis of the most important themes in the story. See the description for details. Thanks for watching. This theme is the dominant theme of the 7 books. I just rewatched the last movie in the series yesterday, and I was reminded again of how important this is. Harry and Voldemort are one, and in order for the hero to be a hero, they have to have the beast in them integrated. Their id, that beast power of the id, has to be integrated for the greater good of society. That's what the hero is. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. So chapter 2 introduces a central theme in the entire Harry Potter series. Harry is the snake, Nagini Voldemort, and they are one. To destroy a beast, the hero must become a beast. They must be a beast. He must have a well-integrated Jungian shadow. So look at that. The Carl Jung mapped this out first for us, but our ancient myths and religions and everything have this built into them as well. That shadow, the shadow self, is a dark power that can be summoned when required. It has to be controlled. Those are those wild horses, and they have to be put to good use. So here's a quote from the collected works of Carl Jung. To become conscious of one's shadow involves recognizing the dark aspects of personality as real and present. We have to look at it and say, yeah, that's what it is. This is in me. Now what do I do with it? And that's what the most successful people in the world, look at the most successful people in the world that have fought to get to the top of their profession and are a boon to society because of that. And they've got that darkness in them. They're able to fight against the odds. This act is an essential condition for any kind of self-knowledge. Without that, you flounder through your whole life. Now, the cool thing about the hero stories is it reminds us that, yeah, we've got to do this, but we don't have to do it alone. We've got helpers and we've got mentors for this process. If you're lucky, you find these. Again, someone like Dudley doesn't have that useful mentor. He has useless mentors, and they're doing nothing to develop anything useful in him to become a boon to society. So, I love the reptile house. It's such a cool metaphor. Where does Harry meet his self? Where does he meet his dark shadow self? In a cave. Go back and watch my chapter 1. The caves, water, darkness, owls. These are all nocturnal symbols of the self, of the subconscious. And this is where he meets himself for the first time in the whole 7 books. And it comes back, those motifs. It comes back, the cycles, return to this for 7 books. It's brilliant, brilliant storytelling. So unsurprisingly, the reptile house where Harry will first meet his shadow self is described as a cave. Listen to this. It was cool and dark in here with lit windows all along the walls. Behind the glass, all sorts of lizards and snakes were crawling, slithering over bits of wood and stone. That's cave. It's a cave. It's basically a cave, do you see? It's dark and creepy. Welcome to yourself. Welcome to your shadow self. You need it. You need that. Here's some more evidence here. Harry, of course, when he meets the snake, he instinctively feels empathy for the snake, empathy for Nagini, empathy for Voldemort, and that suggests a connection, a potential integration with the dark energies of his psyche. He's in tune with it, not so Dudley. Here's Dudley over here, just pleasure-seeking, 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 pleasure-seeking. Do you see? While the hero confronts the darkness. What you need most shall be found where you least want to look, in scary places. Go, go, go. The snake jerked its head towards Uncle Vernon and Dudley, then raised its eyes to the ceiling. It gave Harry a look that said quite plainly, I get that all the time. Sigh. And Harry says, yes, I know. Harry murmured through the glass, though he wasn't sure the snake could hear him. It must be really annoying. So there's a bond here. There's a natural, empathetic bond. When Dudley interrupts the communion, so the idiot bursts in, Harry's id kicks in, and here we see this is the 4th grand finale of this particular chapter, where his id takes over, and the hero demonstrates his necessary capacity for causing harm. He does. He releases the snake, and everyone in the whole society scatters and is afraid. Now, was that a good move? It was really satisfying as in terms of the fairy tale kid story, but it was pretty dangerous, and Harry has to learn how not to be dangerous to other people, how to take the powers that are in him and to use them so that society doesn't get bitten by a snake, do you see? So Harry sat up and gasped. The glass front of the boa constrictor's tank had vanished. The great snake was uncoiling itself rapidly, slithering out on the floor. People throughout the reptile house screamed and started running for the exit. So yeah, it's all good fun because we know it's good fun because we're in a kid's story, but it's potentially really dangerous. And if you grow up, imagine him as an adult going around doing whatever he wants, letting his id run free, then you'd have a big problem. Okay, so now let's talk about tyranny and bullying.